So sitting at this dinner, and the guy brings out the menu and he says, "Hey, we have 3 different kinds of Japanese Wagyu beef on the menu tonight." And I looked at it, and me and Amara agreed on this like $550 steak, and I was excited and I was like so happy that it was about to come out. And as it was coming out, I thought to myself, this is the 3rd time that I've eaten this Japanese Wagyu this week. Oh, no. We were at Catch talking about the Floyd Mayweather fight. I had been at Spago, a couple days before that. And it got me to thinking about I don't know where I'm going with the story. I had this planned out. I'm so sorry. I've dropped the ball completely. It got me to thinking about, I'm sorry. The dog threw me off completely. Let me restart this story, okay?
What's going on? Surely you had something.
I had a brain fart. Okay. It got me to thinking about the time I spent on the come up and how excited I was about all of these different things. Steak, private jets, girls. And I was so pumped up about all of it. And now it feels like bland. Do you think that after a while, all that's left in life is like incremental increases to happiness? So for a while, you've lived in a massive house with a chef and maid service. Do you think when you get a larger house than that, it will only just represent like an incremental increase to your happiness, and you'll never feel that first big boom again that you felt when you made it?
I'm gonna have you answer this because I think I was wired differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually just had this conversation with my girlfriend. I said, so this guy came up to me. We were having this deep conversation about that, and he said, write down all your blessings that you have that like makes you really happy. And I did.
The guy in Arizona, right?
I don't know. I don't even remember who it was. I just remember the conversation because it was deep. So basically, what happened is I wrote down all my blessings, and a lot of them had to do with my new house that I just bought. Obviously, a beautiful girlfriend, like my team that I have, and all that stuff, and then the common sense ones like the family and the health and all that shit.
Yep.
And so he goes, okay, now you can only keep 5 of them. And I was like, what the fuck? So I had to sit there and scratch out the ones that I could live without. And the ones that I cared about the most are actually the ones I came into this life with. So like my health and my family and my surroundings. So I was on my way the same day to go get pizza, and I was like really excited about this pizza. I know that sounds stupid. I was really excited about it because we were about to come home and watch the Kevin Hart special. And I was like, man, it's really the things that make you happy that are important. And I think a lot of people try to preference money and establish that. And like mine never was that. I wasn't into the jewelry. I wasn't into the nice cars, the big houses. My happiness always had to do with like eating food and watching TV with loved ones. I don't know why, but it always did. So I never had that moment where everything was dull. Like I actually do find excitement in a lot of things. I won't let myself get to that point.
Right.
You know how they say more money, more problems? I think you're just chasing your ego. You want it to get bigger and better. But I think if you rewire your head to think, this is amazing. Because like right now where I am today, this day, I was better than I was last year. And if I don't sit here and appreciate that, then I'm just going to be chasing this disappointment that I'll never, ever land on.
I guess what I'm saying is I'm not complaining by any
No, I never said
by any means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining at all. It's just, it got me thinking too of this Drake song. He put out this song called Is There More on his on this Scorpion album.
Yeah.
And he said, is there more to life than going on trips to Dubai, yachts on 4th of July, G5 soaring the skies? Is there more to life than all these corporate ties and all these fortunate times and all of these asses that never come in proportionate size? Mm-hmm. And it really got me to thinking, like, when you're on the way up, you have all these dreams about all this stuff, but what happens? I don't think you ever prepare yourself for accomplishing it and getting it.
Mike.
And then asking yourself the question, what now?
The what now moment.
Yeah.
Pivotal moment in many people's lives. Could be a defining factor of champions. The what now moment, when you reach and finally accomplish that thing that you wanted.
Right.
You make it to the top of the mountain. What now?
Right.
You know who described this? The punter we had on
oh my God,
Steve Weatherford.
Oh, the Giants punter that won the championship.
Won the Super Bowl.
Won
the Super Bowl. Got back to his hotel room. I just did the thing that I want to do my whole life, and I'm in my hotel room now. What do I do?
Yes.
And for me, something that's always helped is I since I can remember, fell in love with the present. I like the fact that I'm here and that I'm healthy and that I'm around people who love me and believe in me. And if I wasn't at some point, I'd find people who do and who are.
Right.
And I've had this through line of happiness that I've been blessed with that I never really see, like, what is the metric for happiness? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never see any extreme spikes or extreme dips because, and Drake said this, I try not to get too caught up in either the highs or the lows.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to just keep accomplishing my stuff, but it never ends, man. Life's just a game, and I'm here to win as many levels as I possibly can, and if I fail trying, I'll try again.
I know I introed this tragically.
No.
I had this played out in my mind, and it's a very complex issue, and I know it also sounds like a very privileged issue, but something tells me that we have a very focused and intelligent audience that may find themselves in a very similar position at some point in their lives. And it also brings up another question of transitioning from the desire for those type of victories in life, whether it be steak, women, private jets, hotels, whatever that kind of stuff is, to what brings a longevity of purpose and happiness. And I think for some people that's family, and for some people that's charity and helping other people. And so I think at some point what happens is when you get to that dinner at SW Steakhouse at the Wynn and they bring out the $650 steak and you say, yo, this is the 5th time I ate this week with this desirable girl and I just hopped off the fucking jet. What's left? They then transition and say, this is what's next. It's going to be solving someone else's problems. It's going to be creating another me that could then build something in this world that could help, like what's your thing? What's your next?
You're talking about a concept called the second mountain.
This is why I'm happy. Although I asked this question today because I'm genuinely curious, and you seem to have the answers that I so seek.
Yep. The Second Mountain. It's a book by David Brooks. I have yet to read it because I can't read. But
is that your second mountain? Learning how to read.
Yeah. It's basically like
that's my first mountain.
Are you joking or serious?
I can't read.
Oh,
it sounded like Zoolander when he said that. I can't read.
No, once you accomplish your shit and you have everything you've ever wanted, now what? The second mountain is that quest to be of service to others.
Beautiful.
Oh, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be cheesy.
No, it's seriously. So that's the thing, bro. At what age do you start to be of service to the people around you, to your community, to the world? And that's the second mountain. And that's apparently, they say,
but
some of the most fulfilling times that one will have in his or her life.
I already know my second mountain. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
My second mountain is establish all my grounds and then make a living where I could make a certain type of amount of money a month on a residual type of base, you know?
Passive
income.
Yeah. So the second mountain is I use that income to build not a church, but me preaching the word and won't ask for anybody's money.
Right.
So I could literally just be self-efficient and travel the world preaching the gospel and also making a difference with like a comedic way, not like I don't want to turn people away, but yeah, that's my second mountain is like, I don't even want your money. So that way nobody has the reason to be like, oh, he's just looking for money. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And they just turn down the gospel completely where I'm like, no, I don't want anything from you. You could just listen.
How will you operate your church? If you have
it would be self-funded.
You're going to pay for it?
Yeah, everything.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I won't take a dime from
You
anybody
think
else.
there's any OnlyFans pastors?
Based on the way things have been going, it's possible.
I feel like it wouldn't do well.
Yeah, probably. It's not really the market for it. Yeah, it's just this was so complex. And it made me feel like really, like I didn't know how to bring it up as you saw with my struggle because it's like, it's not a woe is me moment. It's just a moment of like, yo, what now?
But it's tough because I have empathy for everyone. Hurt is hurt, pain is pain. If a billionaire I was talking to was like, yo, I'm sad. Like I'm having a horrible day and I'm not happy with where I am in my life. I wouldn't go, fuck you, you're a billionaire.
And
Although most people would. I obviously
absolutely.
I get it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. You gotta be here for thy neighbor.
And also, I'm not in any pain, and I'm not. This wasn't a moment of sadness. It was just a moment of just reflection and just asking like, what next? But to that point, to the people that always ask the billionaires like, what's so wrong with your life? Like, mental illness and mental health has no price tag.
No, not at all.
Whatsoever. Like that. I think that question has started to go out of style over the past couple of years, because people would always say that. Like, somebody would be sad, and people would always be like, bro, you've $1 billion, like, fuck you. It would almost anger people.
Listen to this Justin Bieber lyric. His new song Lonely. It's the pre-chorus, I believe. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. Because I've had everything, but no one's listening. And that's just fucking lonely.
And I bet so many people were like, fuck you, Justin Bieber, with your $1 billion and your hot wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people probably heard that lyric and were so just like off-put by it.
Jim Carrey actually said this. He said, I wish everybody had money and fame so they could realize that it wasn't the answer.